Okay, so what do you want when you think of a Star Wars Battlefront game?
Microtransactions.
I was gonna say compelling characters, maybe like a cool, environments, and awesome weapons.
Let me stop you right there.
Oh, whoa, okay.
I'd like to pay to win.
Oh, you want to pay? Oh, like FIFA Ultimate Team.
Yeah, but worse. I'd just like to open my wallet and
Just swipe your card right through the controller.
right through the console and win.
I want to just hook the console up to my veins so it takes my blood.
That'd
and
be ideal.
Transmits it so that like it's worth money
That's what I'm hoping
to
for.
somebody. So why are we making fun of microtransactions today?
Again.
We always do. I mean, we've talked about this before. Understandable business practice from the money standpoint. Absolutely horrendous practice from the point of alienating thousands of players.
Right.
And making them really not like you. So why are we talking about it today?
Good question.
You tell me.
Well, recently, the CEO of EA came out, Blake Jorgensen, I think is how you say it. Jorgensen. He came out, and an article came out that linked that. He said FIFA Ultimate Team by itself, just that game, made $800 million in revenue over the past
1 year.
1 year.
Yeah.
The system of Ultimate Team is essentially you can open packs and you build a squad, a team, and you open these packs in hopes of getting really good ones to build that team.
Mm-hmm.
And you can buy that with either hours of gameplay or open your checkbook and fork out $5 and make it way easier on yourself.
And this is something to getting back to where this came from that we saw from from Rooster Teeth.
Yep.
I'm not sure where they saw it because they did have an article shown. But we didn't, this is not breaking news.
Right.
This came out about 2 days ago, I believe. But it's interesting because EA owns FIFA, don't they? They own Battlefront and Battlefield.
Yeah.
And what was the proposed idea that Blake Jorgensen was thinking about?
Yeah, he said, so essentially, he said
This
that...
is paraphrased.
Yeah, that Battlefront and Battlefield have similar depths of play, is his wording.
Does that mean no depth?
There's that. so essentially, he said, not tomorrow, but within the next couple of years, they'd
Why
like...
not tomorrow?
That's a good question.
Why put off for tomorrow?
I think it's because
today.
it's Saturday.
Oh, okay.
He goes golfing on Saturdays.
Probably does.
But anyways, so so they have similar depths of play. So what that means is essentially he wants to implement what he said is he wants to implement the Ultimate Team concept into the Battlefield and Battlefront games in the future. Does that mean potentially Battlefront 2? I think so.
I mean, it could.
It doesn't necessarily mean for sure because he said in the next couple of years, so it's kind of a gray area.
Soon.
Right.
That's a little weird of a change. One thing worth recognizing is that Battlefront 1 did have microtransactions.
Yes.
But not many. They were like those power-up packs, remember that?
Right.
The card packs, and then I think that was it. Star power card packs.
Yeah, which no one really cared about. So
no, because the card system's kind of weird. It was okay.
Yeah.
But I can see why they would do this from a money standpoint. At the same time, do you think as a company, and this is not just EA that I'm asking this about, do you think as a company at a certain point, there's a point where you say, wow, look at how much money we're making. Maybe we should try to make people like us and we'll make more money. Not, hey, maybe we should sucker people.
Well,
and I'm not trying to, bash EA on this completely because everybody does the microtransaction thing.
Right.
But in my opinion, it's always been like that thing like that retail stores do with impulse buys. There's a reason why single candy bars are in the checkout lane, It's like, so you'll be like, oh, I need that. And you buy it, and then you hate yourself.
Right.
And that's how a lot of people are with microtransactions.
No, I think to answer your question, I don't think they care. I think they're so deep into the microtransaction process.
And to be fair, the whole market is.
They don't care. So they see Battlefront, Battlefield doing really well. And they see, I don't know really how they would do this, but they see an opportunity to use a very successful game mode that they use in multiple games.
Sports games.
Typically sports
franchises. Isn't it pretty much in every sports game? There's some form of Ultimate Team?
It's in Madden. It's in NHL. It's in FIFA. FIFA is where they do the best, I think. And then it even goes, not specifically EA, but it goes to 2K.
Yeah, with NBA.
NBA.
There's a form of Ultimate Team.
But even EA has their own NBA game, NBA Live. And I guarantee you, it's pretty terrible, but I guarantee you...
Do they, though? Do they have that?
It doesn't compete well with 2K.
I don't know if they want that.
But they have microtransactions in that game, too. So they're so deep into it, and they say, well, these games are different, but why not make them all the same and run with Ultimate Team, which is so frustrating.
This is something that I've said to you before about business. I get business. I get that it's about making as much money as possible, but I feel like there was a time where that went hand in hand with making the consumer happy too. And I feel like that time is done in a lot of ways for a lot of companies. And now I don't want to just like come out and slam EA. Like, I don't agree with this practice at all. In the United States, in the country we live in, it's way too easy for someone to take what you say out of context and just sue your ass for no reason. Which is why I pick my words carefully when talking about them. But my opinion of microtransactions has always been it's like a screw. You know, to me, that is like saying like, hey, by the way, we're going to make the game worse on purpose so that we can get more money. That is what it's saying to me. Because if you wanted to make the game the best way it could possibly be, you'd be able to earn these things and not have a benefit just because you have more money.
And that's the practice that they're implementing into shooters now, which, like, the sports...
Even Call of Duty has it.
Yeah, and the thing is the sports genre has kind of been infected with this for a little while now.
Oh, yeah, like 5 or 6 years.
At least. And so now they see this opportunity with Star Wars to put microtransactions to build an Ultimate Team. Like, how much of a stretch are you going to make
more money?
To make more money.
I mean, and also, to be fair, that's something that I said to you about COD 4 with the Infinite Warfare repackage, where it's like, yeah, we redid COD 4, and it's like, but paraphrase that as, we went back and reverse engineered the game to add in drop packs, supply drops that you have to pay for,
and milk you for everything you're worth.
Get your money.
It's insane that they would stretch to this point. I guess that's what's so frustrating to me is that this.
You're like, it has nothing to do with Star Wars.
It has nothing to do with Star Wars. Yeah. You're creating. I don't even know how, and maybe they'll explain a cool way to do it. But I don't think it's redeemable for me at this point, because even if you make a fun game mode, you still went out of your way to make a game mode in a game that didn't really have microtransactions that as their centerpiece.
Right, or in any fashion other than a tiny small side.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we didn't care.
No.
We don't care that that's in Battlefront 1.
I don't care.
And I still think... I want to word this carefully because it's not very nice to people. Personally, I think you're wasting your money if you're like, I really want to play this game, but I'd rather defeat the purpose of playing it and get like a max level character. It's like that kind of thing. To me, that's always been like, why play the game then? Why not just watch a movie?
Exactly.
Or watch somebody else play the game. You're getting the same thing out of it. To me. That's what I think. Like, that's the same way I feel about WoW. Like, how you can buy a max level World of Warcraft character for like extra money. It was like $50 or whatever when, not Legion, but the one before that came out. I don't even remember. I don't even remember the name. There's so many WoW expansions, but it's that kind of thing where it's like, oh yeah, do you want to like give us more money and defeat the purpose of playing the game in the first place? You know, why?
Like, that's the thing too, is like with the Star Wars game, Battlefront 1 was lacking in content.
It was.
And they should add more content. I don't think this is the answer for me. This is just going to infuriate me, because when you play, you don't play the sports genres as much, but I played
NBA 16, 2K
right.
16,
right.
and Madden 07, and NHL 12. By the way, these are the years. So every 5 years, I'll play a sports game for a couple months.
Right.
To compare to you, where you play at least one sports game every year, but it's not always the same one.
For sure, NHL every year, and I'll get Madden probably once every other year.
And you get NBA every couple of years. I think.
Right. And all of those games are focused on people who will spend hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars on opening packs.
We had a friend who paid $100, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he got like nothing.
And you can either get nothing. It's essentially gambling. But it's so frustrating because as a player, you want to be rewarded for spending hours and hours in the game, being able to build your team organically. Yeah. Where then you go and run into people who have spent thousands of dollars, and it's not fair. It's way more difficult to win. And putting that in Battlefront, where it was skill-based for the most part in the entire original EA Battlefront that launched last year, or 2 years ago, whatever.
Yeah.
And so implementing a mode that allows people to get an edge above you by using their wallets is, I get it, it's a business practice, and they made an insane amount of money. But it's just frustrating and makes me not want to buy their content.
And it also makes me think that people who spend lots of money on those things are not the brightest.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And we've known people who have. I spent $8 on NBA.
Right.
But that's total. Like, they gave me the game for free, so I spent $8 that I had on my PSN account on things for the game.
Well, in defense of people who do buy it, I get it, because it is fun to see those cool rewards pop out of packs, and sometimes it's worth.
But it's like welfare.
It feels like.
I'm just saying, that's a mean thing to say, but you know what I mean. Like, it's like, yeah, it's cool to see like the reward, but like, how did you get it? You know, like, like, oh, you know, like, if you make money, you're like, hey, I made this money by this thing I did. If you are given money or given something, it's psychologically, the human race does not value what they are given as much as what they earn.
Well, right.
That is an actual scientific thing.
But the problem with these games, though, is they make it so impossible to earn these things compared to just buying them. The scale is tipped in incredible favor of just buying things.
And that's the thing with Battlefield. With Battlefield's already they're just cosmetic skins for the guns. I will say that. So I don't really care. But if you have ever opened some of those packs, it is definitely in favor of spending some money.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like, and that was a big thing with Infinite Warfare, which we talked about. You know, we did the math on like what the drop rate was for good guns on that a while back in the was Call of Duty Exposed, you know, video. Nice. I liked my inflection there.
Very well done.
But it's that kind of thing where it's like they mess with it like a slot machine. They will release a game and they'll be like, wow, people didn't spend enough. It was too easy to earn this. And by they, I mean the industry. I'm not just talking about EA here.
Right.
I'm talking about the industry as a whole. This is what I think they do. They make a game, because I'm looking at Call of Duty right now. You make Advanced Warfare. You get a supply drop literally every other match. No joke. All the time. And half the time, it's got something really good in it. Seriously. Then Black Ops 3 comes out. And it's like, you get a supply drop every couple matches, probably every 4 or 5. And sometimes there's something good in it, sometimes not. You know, it's good enough to play it, but like, and you feel like you're earning it, but sometimes it's a letdown. Then you get to Infinite Warfare, where we've seen videos when it was broken of people opening thousands of dollars. There was a guy who opened $1,000 worth of supply crates. He barely got anything good. You know? And I know you can't say that's the definitive math, but that's all we have to see. So to the consumer looking from the outside, what we're seeing is this is like a business practice, microtransactions, that are geared in favor of you spending money, and they try to hide the industry, not EA. The industry tries to hide that practice behind the option to still earn the thing. That's what it feels like. But the option to still earn the thing is so bad and so like undoable that really it's almost not there. You know, try winning Ultimate Team without spending $1. It's not going to happen.
You can't. And that's what's so frustrating, and that's why that comment is going to create some tension between the consumers and EA. Yeah. There's already a lot of tension because they just keep throwing it down your throat. And to put it into games that it's really not relevant in is a stretch for me, and I'm kind of done with it.
Yeah, so. Yeah, it's more just like a disappointment, you know? Because it's that kind of thing, because like a couple of years ago, EA, I feel like, was not that great of a company. about 3 or 4 years ago, especially with like the Battlefield 1 release. A lot of people lost faith, so they were like, we need to work really hard. And despite the jokes I make about Battlefield 1, you can tell they worked really hard, you know, to make a good game, to make a good story, to make a good campaign, to make a good multiplayer experience. And it might not have the level of depth that we really wanted, but you can tell they worked hard. And so my question is, do you follow that up with like falling back into the same rut that I feel like you were in before, or do you keep working, you know, really hard to like make people happy? Because at the end of the day, yeah, it's about money, but like nobody's going to keep giving you their money if they feel cheated. So I just hope that they don't fall down that rut again, you know? I'm hoping this is just something that he said flippantly. I doubt it is, but I'm hoping that. Or that they are at least, you know, smart enough to not let it hurt the game.
Alright guys, well thanks for checking out the video. That's about all we got for today. Let us know what you think in the comments section. Make sure to check out some more of our content too. We do comics, video game let's plays, and a bunch of other fun stuff like that. Yeah, leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.